Hello YouTube, Adventures with Dale. Today I was going to kind of talk to you a little bit about some tree slivers, wood cookies, and whatever a lot of people have called them different things. Anyways, I cut these and I do all kinds of projects with them. I got a wall in my house that's done with them. This one here is red pine. That's kind of the nature of the beast. They crack. I mean, I think it gives it character. There is ways of drying them so that they don't crack. But anyway, we're going to do a little bit of research and history on tree rings and see what we come up with. So the very middle, when this tree was a sapling, which I pre-counted this, believe it or not, you can see my hand. It's pretty good sized tree. That they call that the pit when it was a sapling. And this whole thing is actually 42 years old, and you can see when it was young, it grew a quarter inch a year thereabouts. Then when it gets out here, it might have had more trees for competition or a dry year or something like that. You can see where they get thin, and right out to the edges. It was kind of tough to count them, but weather and competition with other trees and stuff like that. Renders how much this tree grew, whether it was a hard winter or no rain in the summer, things like that. And usually when you see the dark on the rings, that's the end of the growth for the tree for that year. That's representing the fall of the year. So this is in the spring, and and this dark spot right here would be in the fall. Okay, so we've determined that this is 1981 when this tree was just a sapling, and it was cut down in 2023. So by subtracting 42 years, 1981, I just kind of jotted down. It's hard to read. January of 1981, Ronald Reagan was appointed President of the United States, and in 1986. The worst nuclear disaster in history, Chernobyl in Russia, melted down. And so in 1990, they launched the Hubble Space Telescope. This is just things I looked up and kind of referenced, things you can do. You can sand this down real good and do a really nice job. You can even do a family tree when you got married, when your kids were born and their kids and stuff like that. But, you'd have to find a tree that had a lot of years on it. I said, because you wouldn't want to have your family tree start here and then this guy's born out here where there's no tree. Anyways, so I did another one. Here's 1996. The first Motorola flip phone went on the market, and they went on to sell 60 million of them. And as far up here as 2006, we lost the legendary Steve Irwin for the Stingray thing. Everybody knows. But there's a lot of cool things you can do with these. I put these on a wall. This one here is probably 2 inches thick, thereabouts. You can cut them a lot thinner. I find that cutting them thicker, you can stack them up with sticks, on edge, so that they got an air gap in between them like this. It takes a good amount of time to dry these, but if I done that, it might not have cracked so bad. This one had been sitting in the house next to my wood stove ever since I cut it. So, that have explained the fast drying and that way there it's cracking so much because of the massive heat. But there's a lot you can do with these, and thought I'd share it with you. So anyhow, like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thank you.